Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Gino.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Look at the big fella go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted.
Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass. But the bottom half...
And a loose football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points.
And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
46 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Raiders had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Smith.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. But I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The slot man in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
In motion left, Bateman. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2nd and 6. Incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'll go to first to try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And it's incomplete. They cannot... And they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On second down, they'll run it here. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need him right now because they're trailing.
Yeah,
he's got a man complete. Down to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Will fit me for a neck brace, partner. One kickoff return in one direction for a touchdown, and the other one, they almost broke going back the other way.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now 3rd down and 7.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming in. He's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense some...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry. And
he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Calling a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Five receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. Now they send a running back in motion right. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Rashad Bateman
From a yard out.
And the Bengals take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kicking team.
Oh, yeah, good game, brother. You know how this should be going, man.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own.
GG's, bro.